Hello, hi. Can everyone hear me now? Hi, it's me, Roland. It's nice to see everyone. Hey, Glum. My day's pretty good. Actually, admittedly, I feel like I got less than I wanted to get done, but most of it was, I got chores done, so that's nice. But in terms of actual productivity, I don't know. Hey, guys. Always doing good work. All right, so today's is very different than what I have been doing in that we don't have a game to stream today. It's mostly just gonna be a chatting stream and doing tarot readings, because this is something that I wanted to do more of and get better at, just because I find it fun. But oh right, my Zatsudan my Zatsudan overlay is not working again. One sec. There we go. Yep. So now if you're wondering about the music choice too, since technically this is tarot, and you're supposed to have a bunch of mystic stuff, I'm of the mind of tarot can be trendy and very modern. So, hey Blossom, how's it going? Therefore, gonna go with something a little more bopping, as what the kids would say. In fact, actually, I completely forgot to do this, but I wanted to listen to this myself, so actually we're on the same page, so I will launch that real quick. But while I'm doing that, let me do a quick rundown of how this will work. For anyone who hasn't actually, had one of my tarot readings before. So, I will quickly open up the rules. So, these are the tarot card meanings, which, let me move that so it's not above my head. But these are the meanings of each of the cards that I draw. So, a quick summary. The idea being is that this is a weekly spread that kind of gives you an idea of what's going to come up in the week. Not really a long term, not really a super short term, but mostly just, hey, here's how your week is going, here's something that might be on your mind, what to focus on. Each of them works as the major arcana is the challenge. That means your biggest, the topic in mind or the difficulty that you're facing that you yourself either want to overcome or might overcome in the future. It's tarot. It's going to be a little vague, honestly, and I'll be the first one to even say that. The second card is minor arcana, being your assets. That is your strengths and your personal abilities to be able to overcome said challenge. So that'll be your advantage of it. That being the case, the second minor arcana is your obstacles, being the things that'll get in your way to address the challenge. So, any sort of detriment, personal whatever, or circumstance that'll get in your way. So that being the case, typically there might be different meanings for either upright or upside down, the card being that. Upright, or what was the other term? It was reversed. So the card gives upright or reversed have their different meanings. The way I do it is that the challenge is always going to be the most negative meaning of it. If it doesn't really have too much of a negative, gotta flip it. Hey, H-An, how's it going? The second one is always going to be positive, and the third card will also be negative. Because otherwise, this kind of won't work. That being said, some of these cards might have some weird meanings, or they might fit that well, so it'll be honestly up to your interpretation. And as a disclaimer, of course... Oh, there's also a lurk command if you want to try the HN. I put that in. People seem to like it. Not that it does anything, but hey, I thought it was fun. But, so, as a disclaimer, this is simply... Well, these are just... You kind of have to take this how you want to. Like, I won't pretend this will tell you everything what you need to know. There's different interpretations of what tarot cards could be for, whether it be either some spirituality connection. These are 10-year-old cards and seem to have a pretty good accuracy rating from who I've talked to, which that's okay. The other flip side is it just could be a psychological tool. Hey, Sensei, morning. But yeah, a psychological tool, being that it can help you, in a way, this is almost like a randomized number generator to help you focus on what is on your mind. Here's this big problem you have, and maybe, okay, what can I go about it, or here's a different perspective on it, that sort of thing. But yeah, that's the full premise of it. I'll probably explain it at the beginning of every tarot stream, and I'll probably explain it again to anyone new that pops in that's very curious about it. So bear with me if I repeat myself a lot. But that being said, let's dive right into it. Now, the way I will conduct this stream is that if you've redeemed 5,000 your points for that, the 5,000 point redeem, which I will show an example. This one, right here. If you redeem that, you'll be put on a list that I will do priority for you. If not, and the list is completely empty, I'll still do it for you anyways. Oh, hey, perfect, Daisy. You're next on the list. Great example. So if you don't have it, of course, and no one's on the list, you can always just gamble and save your points, and I can do whoever asks for it anyways. So, but today we're starting off with, I believe we have Quality, Eyes, and Sensei are the ones who redeemed theirs over the course of the past week or so. So I'm gonna start off with who's present. I see Theo, I see you here. So I'm gonna do yours first, and then Tuna Sensei. Then Daisy's afterwards. If I see Quantity in the chat, then I'll do Quantity before that. Yes, you are Theo. But I'll try to keep chatting, because I'm actually shuffling a deck of cards to do all these as well, and I have to do some OBS trickery. So you have to be a little patient. Yeah, okay. So you might need to be a little patient with me in setting everything up. But I'll be here to entertain and hopefully, you know, chat a little bit of how everyone's going. And so that being said, how's everyone's weekend been? I mean, mine was pretty good. How about y'all? I had a lot of fun just playing, what is it? Played soccer. It was fun. Played Stardew in the morning, and I'm gonna hopefully play more of that in the next couple of weeks. And that should be very fun, because I said fun 3 times in that statement, but it is really enjoyable, and I don't really have anything more profound to say about it. It's a good game. It's very interesting. Oh, actually, also, while I'm doing these things, I should probably put on a more regal-looking outfit. So we'll put this on, and hey, look at me. I know what I'm doing. But yeah, it's like I don't really have more profound words for that or what else to say about it. It's just kind of fun's a good word for describing just, you know, enjoying a game. And I enjoy Stardew a lot and would like to play more of it. And it's always nice seeing people pop in and just have a comment about it and, you know, chat. I really do enjoy chatting with everyone here. And the more people I meet and the more people that pop in, it's always much more fun. So yeah, I hope all of you guys are doing well. I know Monday's rough. I think for most of us, Monday we're on the tail end of it, and then for those who haven't, well, good luck. But it should be over soon, and that means 1/5 of the week is already done. So good work. Cards, tape, is boss Yu-Gi-Oh-ing? You're a 3rd-rate dueler with a 4th-rate deck. And it's I. Nothing can beat the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Blue Eyes White Capitalism. If only. Because if I were honestly though, like Yu-Gi-Oh, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh for many years. I got into Magic the Gathering later on, and I prefer that more to Yu-Gi-Oh because I heard the way that Yu-Gi-Oh has gone nowadays. It's very much, there's a lot going on. It's very rules lawyering, and yeah, it's kind of nuts. And also, it's like, if I remember, the funniest thing I think about Yu-Gi-Oh is that I grew up remembering it's like Yu-Gi-Oh is all about like the Shadow Realm and these card games, but that's the 4chan in it. And sorry, not 4chan. 4Kids. That's completely different. Totally, completely different. 4Kids. 4Kids edit has you send the Shadow Realm. You just flat out die. And apparently the Japanese version. I only learned that recently, and I find that hilarious. If it's not die, it's some sort of like, I don't know, self-made torture or something like that. Yeah. Hey Ray, how's it going? Oh, you haven't seen Terra before. Well, this would be a great experience. I have a very simple method of doing so, and I'll be doing it for anyone else that's interested that I see in the chat. But for now, I have to go through the queue that I went through. You went swimming and bought a new swim cap, added the collection, even able to sign up to do a charity swim this year? Oh, very nice. Another swimmer. Actually, I don't think I've ever mentioned that. I used to do competitive swimming a lot myself. I wore a racing suit and everything. So that's good on you. So very, very nice to meet someone else who enjoys the chlorine as I do, or as I used to. I'm completely out of practice. Okay, so the cards are shuffled. And we see what I have. Aha. Okay, so that's the meaning. Now, give me a second while I fiddle around real quick to make this look more cool. Here we art. So that's that one. Then we change this one to... I have a whole folder of cards. So I have both real life cards and digital cards. And as I think I've mentioned, well, I'll mention it when you see it in a moment. So now the question is, where is it? But it's like, if you like tarot cards, or at least like the design, there's a very neat fact about these things. Or at least I think it's neat, and it's a fact. Because I swear I did the research, but I still doubt myself on the efficacy of what I do anyways. So we'll see. Then we change this one. Yeah, all right. Here we go. Okay. Right, so that is all of that, and now I need to pull up the meanings while we do this. So, I actually should have probably brought all these up in beforehand, but hey, what can you do, huh? I kind of do things on the fly, and it's more fun that way. So, here, and this card, and that card. Right, so, okay, now, Eyes, your cards are, we will start from the beginning. And the first card is Strength. Let me, one second. I want to make sure that these cards are kind of a little more visible. So let me just pull these up slightly. Here, cool. All right, there you go. Major Arcana. This is the Strength card, which the keywords of it, the upright is success, public recognition, progress, and self-confidence. The reverse meaning is private achievement, personal definition of success, fall from grace, and egotism. And also, yeah, this is for Eyes. Ooh, I'm sorry. Feeling your strength draining, huh? This ain't a debuff, okay? You can figure it's metaphorical. Metaphorical, all right? If I could cast magic like that, I would, there'd be a lot of things I could probably take advantage of, huh? Anyways, so, to quickly go through this, I believe upright's not gonna be correct here, so I'm gonna read the reversed meaning and we'll interpret that. When strength reversed appears in tarot reading, tune into your current levels of inner strength, confidence, and self-belief. Are you overflowing with self-confidence or are you depleted? How can you bring those aspects back into balance? If you have recently experienced a setback, you may be vulnerable and lacking self-confidence. Know that your core strength will always be with you, and now is a good time as any to reconnect with this power. Check in on your energy levels right now. You may be sluggish, particularly if you have been dedicating yourself to serving others or have been pushing yourself hard to achieve a goal. In its shadow form, strength reverse can signal that you are prone to explosive behavior, lashing out at others and becoming aggressive. You may act without thinking and end up doing something you regret later. The key is not to repress raw emotions, but learn how to channel it. Oh, so this one's a bit complicated when it comes to meaning, because it seems a lot more direct about like personal involvement. But the best I can to interpret this, I'm gonna interpret this as we'll use the second line I said, which is sluggish and particularly have been dedicating yourself to serving others or have been pushing yourself hard to a goal. So essentially, I'm gonna interpret the strength card in this meaning as you are tired, like either mentally, physically, and both doing your either a job or helping others or participating in others' care, that you yourself might be actually exhausting yourself in that aspect. So it might be either an event in the future or something ongoing. So that is what the strength means in this current aspect. Now, the second card, your assets in addressing this. So being the exhaustion in either hard work or taking care of others. Your second card is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is, the keywords are ambitious, well, for the upright, ambitious, action-oriented, driven to success, and fast thinking. Your reverse meaning is restless, unfocused, impulsive, and burnout. Now, this being your asset, this has to be positive, so I believe the upright will probably be fitting for this. As with all Knights of the Tarot deck, the Knight of Swords is a man or woman on a mission. Once he has his mind set on something, nothing is stopping him. And as a Swords card, this Knight actively uses the power of his intellect to achieve his goals. When the Knight of Swords appears in a tarot reading, it is a sign that you are highly driven, ambitious, and action-oriented. You are so highly motivated to succeed that you will stop at nothing to pursue your dreams. The challenges, difficulties, and obstacles on your path ahead don't faze you because you know what you want to go, where you want to go even. Move forward with sheer strength and determination to make things happen. Yeah, it's quite fun to interpret all these. I really do enjoy doing that. It suggests that you're quick to action and tend not to plan ahead, instead preferring to dive in. You thrive on high levels of energy that propel you forward and inspire you to take action and manifest your goals. Reminds you to be assertive in getting what you want, and the downside is that sometimes you act too quickly. The Knight of Swords also represents your need to understand the world from an intellectual point of view. So, to interpret this as your asset, it's probably just proactive action and use your brain. So, yeah. So we can say that your greatest action in all this is your driven, action-oriented behavior, and your proactive action in addressing these exhaustion would be your best benefit, and probably best to think it through first. That would be your asset. Your obstacle in this is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, the keywords of it are upright being success, public recognition, progress, self-confidence, but because this is an obstacle, reversed. Private achievement, personal definition of success, fall from grace, and egotism. And probably your own, Theo, because this is, well, I mean, maybe. Well, actually, there's something if I remember about tarot reading is that if you get a person suit, so this would be like a page, a knight, a queen, or king, that can also represent an individual. So maybe this could also be easily representing your greatest asset in all this. Could be just an individual who is, you know, very brainy, but also very driven and proactive. So if you have someone in your life that does that, that could also be a way to think it. But I always like to see this as a very personal thing. So this should mostly apply to you. But hey, if you want to take the tarot interpretation that it could mean a person with those aspects, that also works. Anyways, reversed Six of Wands, because this is your obstacle, it suggests that you have reached a significant milestone, but unlike your upright version of the card, you prefer to keep it to yourself right now. You might be uncomfortable receiving public praise for your work, or maybe such a private achievement that you have no reason to share with others. The reverse Six of Wands encourages you to create your own definition of success. If you have found yourself seeking approval and validation of comparing yourself to others, you may have stripped yourself of your personal power and self-belief. At times, the reverse Six of Wands may suggest that you had a fall from grace and did not receive the public recognition you were seeking. You got no feedback for your efforts, received criticism instead. You may have expected things to work well, but instead you are being punished or neglected. Now your confidence has taken a hit, as has your professional reputation, or at least your perception of your status. The shadow side of the reverse Six of Wands is that it can also bring self-importance, arrogance, and egotistical behavior. Armed with a win and a boost of your self-confidence, you may come to think that nobody is better than you. You know, me, basically, full of myself. But in terms of combined with the other two, I'd want to use this card as a representation of almost overconfidence. Let's stick with the overconfidence and egotistical. You know, your self-confidence might be too inflated in terms of what you might do. So the full interpretation of these cards, strength being, you know, too weakened and exhausted, usually either responsibility of taking care of others or your, you know, actual responsibilities. Your key asset in addressing that would be your, you know, forward thinking and proactive action, and also just properly thinking through it. And your obstacle in this would be your hubris, being, I don't know, maybe you think you can handle what you're dealing with right now very easily, but hey, maybe you might be overestimating it, or you might be burning out more than you think. You know, it's one of those things of just like be very aware of what's going on. So that's the interpretation you get from these cards. And that is Theo's reading. So I hope you enjoyed that one. If you don't find it accurate, well, they are just cardboard. But if you do find it accurate, hey, maybe something you need to focus on. But we'll move on to the next one. So let me put these cards away, and I will begin shuffling again. It is now Sensei's turn, because I still don't see quantity. Hey, Ham, how's it going? But yes, and Sensei's and then Daisy's. And let me just quickly cross it up. What, was it spot on? Who? Oh, what? I don't remember what I did there. But, oh, you killed Belial. Good on you. I completely forgot about the context. For a moment there, I thought it was just violence. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, I do this for fun, but it seems like I've kind of hit the nail on the head for a few people, which, I don't know. good. Oh, I will actually also note, while I'm doing this, is that this is a weekly thing. So if I do even get another queue of this, and you somehow have more than 5,000 points, I'll be holding it for the next week. Because, oh yeah, okay, I can do yours too, Ham. You're behind 2 other people right now. So, and I'm doing one of them. But yeah, since it's a weekly thing, these kinds of things, quote unquote, need a recharge. So call it like a weekly quest or something like that. I don't know. But I feel like it's redundant if you just keep drawing it, because at that point you're gonna get something that's accurate, and you might as well just look at the first one to see what's going on with that one. That's the major arcana shuffled. And then we have minor arcana shuffled. I may need to turn my fan on because I'm sweating I'm sweating. And I'm about to drink hot tea because I'm gonna be talking a lot during the stream. Either be reading or, just shooting the crap from right here. So, yeah. But it's all in good fun. And don't worry if anyone's worried that I'm, overestimating myself. 8.1 out of 10, pretty accurate. Hey, I'll take an 80%. A B minus is solid. Those are better than D's. So, but yeah, I'm pacing myself and being pretty taking care of myself. So don't worry, I'm not pushing myself. Oh, you want to do one for me? That's the stickler. I already technically did one for me. So if you check my schedule, the tarot cards I put on the top left are actually the drawings I do for me every Sunday. So if I do one for myself, it'd be kind of redundant. But I mean, I don't mind reading the meaning of that one, but it's, yeah, per my policy, I can't really do a full-on draw for myself. But yeah, if there is interest, I don't mind reading it. But this will take a while, and we'll be sitting here going through other people, and I don't want to, I don't want to take away from other people who might be interested or waiting, or bored. All right, so Sensei, yours are shuffled, so we have. I see. All right, just a heads up, Sensei, yours might be very money related. Just saying, so keep that in mind. But let me go update these properties so that everything's going. You think I'm saying that joking? I'm serious based on these cards. Like, I think based on the theming of this, it may very well be just like cash. So yeah. There's that one, and we go for the next one, which would be. Oh, I wish I organized this better. Maybe I could sit down and organize it. It'd be good. And the final card, Bravos. And this, yep, I see what that one is. Oh, wrong card. Here we go. Okay. Now, your first card is, well, actually, hold on, just so I can keep the momentum, I need to make sure I actually pull out the right cards too. Oh, okay. And one more card for the, here it is. All right. So, your first card is Dio Brando, Zawarudo. The world's keywords are completion, integration, accomplishment, and travel. Reverse means seeking personal closure, shortcuts, and delays. Now, so upright, glowing with self-wholesome, achievement, invites you to reflect on your journey, honor, point of completion, loose ends still remain, blah, blah, blah. That's the upright. But of course, this has to be a challenge, so we can't be positive about any of this. So we'll go straight to the reversed. Yeah, Dio, Brando, no. Kono Dio da. Anyways, the reverse meaning is the world reverse suggests that you're seeking personal closure on a personal issue. Perhaps you're still emotionally attached to a past relationship and want to move on. Or you dream of the day you can fit into your old skinny jeans, but realize now that your metabolism and body shape changed in the last 10 years. Who the heck wrote this? Deep down that to accept and embrace where you are now, you need to let go of the past and move on. So finding closure can be an intensely personal journey. Something you manage through journaling, visualization, energy work, and therapy. It can signify that you want to fulfill a big goal or complete a big project, but you're not taking all the necessary steps to get there. It may opt for the easiest or quickest path to attain your goal, but it won't lead to the outcome you intend. It could also indicate a time where you're close to finishing a project or goal, but for whatever reason, you lose focus and slack off right at the end. You only have a short way to go, so why stop now? Re-energize and remind yourself how wonderful life will be when you get that thing done. Sometimes the world reverse can mean a frustrating delay in completing your projects, and you might miss an essential piece, so you won't find closure until it gets worked out. So that's your challenge. So interpreting, it's closure? So it's either closure or completing something. So it's a project that you're having difficulties like achieving and closing a project, or just moving on to the next thing. So I guess it's the world's theming in this case is just trying to find a resolution for something. Since I like doing more tangible problems, the moving on from I guess closure for a personal issue may be a bit different. Maybe that could be exactly what the cards are doing. Because I'm gonna say it's a tangible progress project that you lose focus and you're slacking off. So, hey, look, it's the cards that are saying that, not me. All right. Now, but again, these are all money related, and hey, moving might make sense because it is a card of travel, and yeah. So the second card is the Ten of Pentacles. This is your assets in addressing this, which is wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, and contribution. For your upright, your reversed is the dark side of wealth, financial failure, or loss. But this is positive, so we have to go on the positives of this. Considering this is finishing projects, I doubt it'd be money unless you somehow have financial issues in closing something out. Could be, we'll try to interpret this in something that fits that more. Because otherwise, I mean, if you could throw money at the project, then that's just a matter of work harder. But anyways, the upright, the Ten of Pentacles is a positive sign you have reached a point of completion and accomplishment in your journey. As a Pentacles card, the sense of accomplishment is likely to be the result of a successful career path, smart financial investments, a stable home environment, and a possible committed and long-term relationship. When the Ten of Pentacles appear in a tarot reading, you're surrounded by wealth and blessed with a financial abundance. There's no wanting for anymore. You have everything you need, especially within the material realm. You're financially secure and trust that because of your personal success and accomplishments, you always have what you need and desire. The card reflects permanence in creating a lasting foundation for future success. It is a card of commitment to a sustainable future. It indicates that you feel compelled to share your success with others as well to make sure that they are well cared for too. And it's also a sign that family is very important to you. I guess in this case, I'm gonna interpret this as, oh wait, actually I also didn't pull the card out. Whoop, sorry. Reading the meaning, but not actually showing the card. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's your sense of accomplishment and I guess the time well spent is gonna be your greatest asset in this. Otherwise, it could just be that your greatest asset could be sharing the load, or at least sharing your successes and showing your joy in that. That'd be helpful to get you through, whatever difficulties you're going through, or completing that one task that you can't seem to finish. Now, last card. Your obstacle is the Five of Pentacles. Now, I believe each of these cards, so to add a note, each of the cards has a specific theme to it. I don't remember what they are. The only one I really seem to remember is Pentacles. Pentacles being money. So take that as you will. But the keywords of the Five of Pentacles are financial loss, poverty, lack of mindset, isolation, and worry. Reversed is recovery from financial loss and spiritual poverty. So overall, this is just a very negative card. So I almost have to read the whole meaning probably, but we'll go quick. So upright, the Five of Pentacles is a card of financial loss and poverty. Hit hard times, especially when it comes to your work, career, finances, and material possessions. Might have recently lost your job, your home, or your financial security, and you no longer feel safe because it's all been stripped away from you in one blow. In this time of need, the Five of Pentacles indicates that you feel isolated and alone. Just like the two people in the cards, you feel as if you've been left in the cold. At times, the Five of Pentacles highlights a lack mindset. You are sabotaging your ability to create abundance because you only focus on what you lack. All you can see is what is going wrong, and to shift this energy, look for evidence of what you do have, even if it's very small or significant. Similarly, it suggests that you fear that you don't have enough, or you may lose something important to you, even if it hasn't happened yet or is unlikely. Reverse, it means an end to difficult times, can sometimes illuminate the persistence of inner spiritual poverty. You may worry you don't have enough, and your fixation on material things is causing harm to your spirit. So your obstacle, I guess, is a fear of not having enough to meet said goal, and that might be something holding you back for it. I don't know. This was a very specific card to like tangible loss and like physical and financial loss, so that one's a little harder to interpret, especially since most of it seems material. So I guess to summarize, we have a project or closure on something. Your greatest asset to address it is sharing the load and sharing your successes with others to, you know, celebrate what you have and your financial successes or material successes, let's say. Financial by itself is kind of, I don't know, a bit too cold. Not the lewds. And your biggest downside is you might just be focusing too much about what you don't have instead of what you do have. I did have to clear out all the money I made in the past couple months to replace my poor computer, so, yeah, that might be it. So, but hey, maybe, I don't know, share the load, crowdfunding. Throne? I don't know. Don't ask me for financial advice. I wail on gotchas, so I'm not exactly the best when it comes to my personal money. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from this, that's the interpretation I have from these cards. And it's very much money is your primary concern, or should be, I don't know, as to actually get anything else done. So that's what your draw is. So we'll move on to Davies. Yeah, I'm sorry. Right, I forgot Throne is not exactly a international service. That's my bad. But yeah, and if quality shows up, I'll have to prioritize quality because quality does have the first. Yeah, the first in there. But let me take a sip of tea first before I shuffle. But yes, but hang in there, Sensei. It'll get better, I'm sure. Plus, you got a job, so eventually, I'm sure the money will come back in. Eventually, at least that's. I don't know. I feel like that could be insensitive depending on how you take it because I don't know the circumstances. But hey, it'll get fixed. Money isn't everything. Money isn't the end all be all, is what I want to say. So it'll come eventually. I hope. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go into the Major Arcana again, and I should probably clear out the meaning so I can go read it. But yeah, if you don't want, so if you do care about not getting your suspension of disbelief broken, the way I get all these meanings, even though I don't know these very well, is that I look up and refer to the Great Spirit Gugal. You know, that one, the one that everyone seems to refer to. If you really don't care about that, well, yeah, I kind of just do Google the meanings. There's one specific website I do use because I've been reading it and studying it for a while, kind of learn it as my basis. So that's kind of just how I'm doing this. Yeah. But yeah. Yes, Gugal, the most powerful of the gods, shall take over all of our minds and our intelligence. All right, so doing another, and I guess also to go into the process how I do this, I do. Do I remember the terms from Card Shark? Because Card Shark does have a pretty, they do have pretty good names for it, but what I do is I cut the deck a few times and do very light shuffling because I don't want to bend the cards and try to make these last. Then I divide them into two piles, you know, deal them in two, and then cut and shuffle a couple more times, and that's how I got it. The great call, yeah, Kua Gugal, exactly, yes. I don't know, for some reason I'm hungry now, and I just ate dinner. Ugh. Is that what happens to everyone when streaming? Because I remember someone mentioned that, and now I do get hungry while streaming. It sucks. Either that, or I'm very easily mentally susceptible. Yes, praise its mighty algorithm. The one algorithm that seems to make sense in comparison to all the other algorithms that screw us over on a daily basis. The evil god Algo. Yeah, I guess talking can make you hungry. I got plenty of munchies though, so. Actually, all the snacks I have are just like spicy chips. Oh no, the mimetic effect, yeah. Here we are. Here's a card that I think. Actually, funny thing. So, while I'm pulling up these meanings, if anyone's a fan of the Persona series, the Persona series actually represents the tarot cards pretty well, both with the characters that are chosen as well as the events that are happening. So I believe in Persona 4. I don't know. Okay, so I will mention I don't know enough about Persona 5 because I never played it. Haven't watched a playthrough, so I'm a little out of my depth for that. But for Persona 4, the theming of each of the characters and who each of the social links belong to are good. Like, it's pretty accurate from what I've read. I could probably do another deep dive, but I don't remember. And it also goes into the whole Jungian psychology and all that, you know, id, ego, blah, blah, blah. Wait, no, that's Freudian. Either way, that's still something else there that it ties together pretty well. Now, in terms of, where the heck is this? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong word. In terms of Persona 3 has the appearance of a minor arcana, and they kind of have meanings to it. Like, if I remember, if you get a bonus card with pentacles on it, you get more money, you know. And cups are water, I think spirituality, emotions, and that recovers your SP, I believe? Yeah. Let's take the last card. But yeah, the Persona series does a very clever way of doing it. So if you're always interested, you could always just read up on and, you know, use those characters to kind of learn what each of them mean. Now, I have the cards loaded up. Now, I need to make sure I get the right... 1 second. Nope. There we go. And we want to have here and this one. All right. So... Never seen Persona and heard of the game name? Persona. It's a JRPG. It's a Shin Megami. Well, is it actually Shin Megami Tensei or is it a full-on spin-off? But it's a JRPG and with a lot of bopping music and pretty good thematic. The storytelling is really good and also both psychology and characterization. So I recommend it. I might play P5 if it ever ends up coming over to Steam. I just don't have a PlayStation, so that's the trouble with that. But we'll dive into it. So, Blossom, your major arcana is the Fool, or, you know, the main character in most Persona series. Keywords being creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, possibility. Reversed is new ideas, doubting intuitions, creative blocks, and emotional immaturity. It's a card of beginnings, because Zero and numerology, blah, 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 has this whole thing where Zero has infinite possibilities and why the main character can use like 17 different personas despite the fact that everyone else only gets one. You know, theming. It's pretty interesting that way. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, it's demons versus here's your personality. It's like, imagine if your personality is suddenly, I almost said Mara. I was gonna say Astaroth, but it's like, it's Mara. I always think Mara is the first one. What is wrong with my brain? Right. Anyways, back to the draw. So your difficulty is, I don't think the upright will have the right meaning, so we'll do the reversed. The full reverse suggests that you have conceived of a new project but aren't ready to birth it into the world yet. You may worry that you're not fit, or that you don't have all the tools, skills, and resources you need to make that project a success. You may fear the unknown, wondering what am I getting myself into. As a result, you have come to a standstill, worried about taking any action where you don't know the outcome. On the flip side, the full reverse can show that you are taking too many risks and acting recklessly. Yeah, you see, this is why tarot's a bit vague, you know, multifaceted, 2 meanings on the same card, blah, 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 whatever. But it's basically, yeah. So, in an attempt to live in the moment and be spontaneous and adventurous, you may do so in total disregard of the consequences of your actions and engaging in activities that put both yourself and others at risk. In light of the playful and fun energy of the full upright, the reverse suggests that you are exploring the spirit on a more personal and quiet level. For example, instead of letting down your hair and dancing up on stage, you're dancing in your bedroom like no one is watching. I'm just gonna chalk this up to like sort of a, let's say, moving out soon. Yep. So technically, moving out can be interpreted as a new beginning in a way, and the Fool is always a story of beginnings. So I'm gonna say, yeah, probably just chalk it up as anxiety for future aspects and not knowing how it'll turn out. I mean, if moving out fits for that, then we'll go for there. So that is your challenge in addressing that sort of anxiety and doubtful feeling. Your asset in addressing this is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, the keywords are creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, and possibilities. The reversed are new ideas, doubting intuition, creative blocks, and emotional immaturity. This card has to be positive regardless, so let's check the upright first. The Page of Cups suggests a new idea or opportunity has come to you out of the blue. Your creative energy is flowing, and now the question is how you will express it. Will you snap into the new idea and turn it into something, or will you let something else bring it to fruition? It's up to you. Page of Cups invites you to have an open and curious mind. Be open to anything, including a fish popping its head out of its cup. Yeah, that is what's on the card, isn't it, huh? It is with a curious mind that we will discover new aspects of life and yourself. Open your mind to all possibilities, especially those of a creative and intuitive nature. You'll be pleasantly surprised. As each page asks you to explore a new facet of yourself, the Page of Cups is asking you to explore your creative and emotional self. You may start a new art class, read books, and about how to express yourself or your feelings, or learn more about developing your psychic abilities. This card appears when you are being called to trust your intuition and be open to the multitude of intuitive messages coming your way. Look for synchronicities and signs from nature that will guide you on your path. In a practical sense, the Page of Cups can indicate that you will receive an unexpected and pleasant surprise. The pages are often known as messenger cards. Yeah, so maybe that's gonna be what gets you through the sort of anxiety that comes with a new beginning. I mean, I was personally gonna interpret it as, I don't know, have an open mind to potential new opportunities. Because hey, a new journey and new beginning means new opportunities and new paths you can take and new people and everything else. Like moving is very much, well, I mean, moving can be scary because you're moving away from the comforts, but the nice thing is you have a great opportunity for meeting new people and having seeing new sights. So that's one way to take it. At least that's how I would interpret it. If you want to interpret it as if you want to interpret it as art and focusing on your creative intuitions, kind of get over that the anxieties of a new beginning, go for it. That would also work too. And just honestly, whatever is your asset, just leverage it the way you see it. Now, your obstacles. Your obstacles are the Three of Cups. Keywords of the Three of Cups are celebration, friendship, creativity, collaborations, and the reversed is independence, alone time, hardcore partying, and three is a crowd, so third wheeling. So negativity, so this is your obstacle, so this has to be negative. So the upright one is about celebrating friends and everything, so that's so reversed is, while the upright Three of Cards are for character, friendship, and social events, the reversed card suggests that you prefer to go it alone right now. You may have recently spent a lot of time with others, and now you need some alone time. If you're involved in a creative project, now may be the time to work independently rather than in a group. I suddenly can't talk. If you are experiencing high levels of stress or even working hard, the reverse Three of Cups appears as a message to take some time off to recuperate and gain the support of friends before returning to reality. On the other hand, Three of Cups reverse may signify overindulgence. Maybe out most nights partying, doing drugs, or drinking heavily, but when what you need is balance in your life. Balance. When it comes to relationship readings, reverse Three of Cups can sometimes appear when a third person involved, maybe involved with someone who is already in a relationship with someone else, whether you know it or not. Look to the other card for more detail. The Seven of Swords signals a betrayal of trust and possible cheating, but that's not relevant right now. If you see the Five of Swords, you already know that about the other relationship, but you're trying your best to ignore it. And if you see the Devil, consider the nature of the relationship as it is like to be hedonistic and unhealthy. None of those cards are here, so I wouldn't worry about that. So I guess your obstacles in addressing your anxieties in a new place, and would probably just be people. Oh, you know what it is. Oh, okay. So I guess in the interpretation of it would be people would be your obstacles in your relationship with others, and maybe now is the time to kind of figure stuff out on your own. Or like your personally would be your best. So, in summary, to review again, your challenge is the anxieties of moving to a new place and a new beginning. So, what are you getting into and everything going with there? Your assets are your creative mind, as well as opening a new perspective, and your obstacles are people. People you may be close to, people you may know, but it might just be, it's one of those things where spending time on your own would be advantageous for that aspect. So being with others would be your obstacle. So yeah, that is your drawing, Blossom. So let me start shuffling again for Ham. And then afterwards, I'll open it up for anyone that's interested. So if anyone wants to get one, just, I don't know, say something in chat, and I'll just pick it in order as I see them. Yes, it is you, Ham. It is the So let's put those away and clear everything out, and we'll get a new one. But yeah, if it's accurate, great. I have skills apparently. If it's not accurate, great. They're fun. I'm having fun. So win-win for me. Yeah, no problem. Happy to do so. Wouldn't mind doing this on a weekly basis if people are interested to kind of get some guidance or, you know, just hang out and chat, because I don't mind talking. But hey, yeah. Plus, I feel like at least if I can, where I am now with being able to talk with smaller people, being able to talk with a smaller group, I feel like I can be more personal with this, because I have a feeling if chat's going at like 1,000,000 miles per hour, eventually, then I won't kind of be able to customize these as much as I could. So it is what it is. Am I holding my deck upside down? I am not. Hey, if it's... Who's small? No, I'm not small. You're small. I mean, look at you guys. Look, you're all just like tiny text boxes over there. Look at me, just whole size right here. Maybe you're not small. You're fun sized. Yes. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, I'm glad. So there's the Major Arcana done, and then we do it for the Minor Arcana. I mean, alright, so another thing to mention about tarot cards is that they are slightly larger than playing cards, so doing any sort of shuffling with it requires you to be at the same speed with a deck of playing cards, you kind of need bigger hands, and my hands are average sized, I think. It's what it is. But I'm mostly surprised. I've carried this along with me for a while, and I'm shocked that the condition is still pretty good of these. But I've also keep them in a little box. It's not like a traditional deck box where it's like a flimsy piece of cardboard. It's actually folded cardboard. So rather than being in directly touching the cardboard, it's like in a hole in a way. It almost looks like a book. Like that's the thickness of it. And the size. Like, it's the size of a medium-sized book. It's very interesting. But I bought this from a bookstore a very long time ago, and I've been using it ever since. Hey. And that's how I got into tarot reading. Persona, and then I bought it from a bookstore because I'm a nerd. And that's really all to it. It's nothing more than that. Okay, so those are those. Interesting. All right, let me change everything for that. And star. And Minor Arcana. Oh, I shouldn't spoil this because that would ruin the fun. That one. And the last one. I have to pull up these meanings so I can keep the tempo. The whole point is also the momentum of talking about it too. Yeah. I mean, I'm putting on a show here, yeah. Like if I just kind of just read it like like some sort of lecture, it's kind of bleh. Oh, I'm so actually maybe it might be good for gotcha. Possibly, depending on how you look at it. Actually, the more I look at it, it might be very funny. Oh, we'll see. Hold on. Pulling up the meanings. 17. That one. Man, it's very interesting though that we're getting these cards in relatively close succession though. Mostly because of the jokes I can make. 3 of whoops, spoiler. So, okay. So your first card is Star Platinum Jotaro. I was gonna say the world, but that doesn't really work as much. So yeah, you get the main character of part 3, as opposed to the main antagonist for like 2 parts in, yeah, either way. That's why I said it was funny, because we had Dio earlier. So the keywords are hope, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality. Reversed is lack of faith, despair, self-trust, and disconnection. So yes, this absolutely can apply to gotcha. Lack of faith, despair, self-trust. Yeah, that's gotcha. All right, so the reverse meaning, the star reverse can mean that you've lost faith and hope in the universe. You may be feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges right now and questioning why are you being put through this. You know life throws curveballs, but really, why this and why now? You may be desperately calling out to the universe to give you some reprieve, but struggling to see how the divine is on your side. Often the star reversed is a test of faith. When confronted with a challenging situation, to either crumble like the tower or stand firm in your conviction that the divine is everywhere. Star reversed also shows that you're disengaged and uninspired with life or its components of your life. For example, work, hobbies, relationships, personal projects, etc. Perhaps you started out with great vision and enthusiasm, but you are now finding yourself overwhelmed with day-to-day routines that are boring and dreary. The star reverse urges you to take some time out for self-care and nourishment on a deeply personal level. Your energy reserves may be well and truly depleted, so rather than pushing yourself even further, make time just for yourself. Book a massage, reconnect to your daily spiritual practices, take a warm bath. And honestly, if you interpret this as gotcha, this means it actually does make a lot of sense. It's a bit on the nose for gotchas, like you lost faith in the gotcha. You're no longer a newbie gotcha player. Yeah, doesn't it? Quite funny. It's very quite funny. All right, so your assets in this for the Ace of Cups is the so the keywords are the the Ace of Cups right there. So the keywords are love, new relationship, compassion, and creativity. The reverse is self-love, intuition, or repressed emotions. So this is positive, so it has to be upright. Hey, Commodore, welcome, and thank you. Appreciate the compliment. I am quite proud of this avatar, and I'm quite happy with all the people that helped work on this. But continuing on, love could be all sorts of things, and honestly, with this one, I don't know. It might be something a little more platonic. Who knows? But to quickly go through it, the Ace of Cups, divine love and compassion are pouring through you. You're a vessel for deep spiritual love from the universe, and you can't help but feel that love flow through you into the world. Now is a perfect time to open yourself to your heart and experience the rich flow of emotions available to you right now. This card often appears in tarot readings when you're open to creative expression, especially when you can allow your emotions to shine through your endeavors. It also represents a new relationship, be it a friendship, a new family connection, blossoming romance, is exciting, fluttery even, and you're so glad to have met someone with whom you can share a special connection. Generous, compassionate side of the Ace of Cups too, see this as a time of giving, not taking. Make the most of any opportunity to help others. Finally, it could signify conception, pregnancy, or birth. Look to the other cards in the reading to further confirmation, such as Empress, Page of Cups, Four of Wands. On a more metaphorical level, it means the birth of a new idea, or a spark of inspiration. Something in which you can invest a great deal of loving and creative energy. The word is there. The word is there. So your asset could be spark, but if I'm interpreting this seriously, since the star is about disengage with life, maybe test of faith, Ace of Cups is just being, I guess, blossoming relationships, friendships, and just love. I'll redo this for a gotcha reading and see, and I think it's just very funny. But in terms of just like an actual reading, it's definitely like creative and emotional aspect and just kind of dealing with your relationships with others, whether it be platonic, romantic, or anything new about that. So that would be your asset in addressing the kind of bleakness in life. Ooh, dark. Anyways, the final card is the Three of Pentacles. The keywords are teamwork, collaboration, learning, and implementation for the upright, and the reverse is disharmony, misalignment, and working alone. Since this is your obstacle, this is the negative, so I believe this will probably be reversed by itself. Reverse, the Three of Pentacles suggests that you may be grappling with a lack of harmony with fellow team members, making it difficult to complete a project. You're not on the same page as one or another, and you're not listening or valuing other people's another's opinion and ideas. If this resonates, you need to realign with the original goal of the project and make new agreements about how you will work together to achieve those goals. There may also be a lack of respect between team members, with individuals trying to prove themselves and gain superiority over others. If that is the case, set clear guidelines for the team, especially around respect and collaboration. Three of Pentacles reverse can also point out that you're working in a relatively mundane job in which your contribution and experience go unappreciated and undervalued. There's not much opportunity for growth and advancement, and you feel as if your skills and capabilities are not utilized. At times, the Three of Pentacles reverse can indicate you prefer to go it alone and get the job done yourself. You may be fed up with waiting for others to feel inclined to just do it all on your own, and you may be right. However, if you're struggling, be open to asking for help. Hi, Mod. Yes, I'm doing tarot card readings. And actually, this is the last one in my queue, so I'm going to open it to the public of anyone that wants it to. So, in interpret that, I'm going to say, yeah. So, in terms of the actual reading, we have bleakness in life, we have relationships with your asset, and hey, Ramsey, welcome. Yes, no, I'm happy to actually do a tarot reading. Welcome. Thanks for coming, Rancy. Hey! Let's do a quick shout out over for Rancy. Ooh, nice to see you. You're playing Duolingo. Oh, hey. Oh, I mean, I might have a lot more work if people are interested, but welcome. Quick introduction. I'm Roland Banner Jr., isekai businessman here from another world to offer a potential business opportunity. So, yeah. Welcome to stay, doing tarot readings, and if anyone's interested, I'll give them out. I think, because Missy asked, Missy's next, but if anyone else is interested, I'll do them next too. So, yeah, but welcome. Oh yeah, but to finish it off, in terms of life, yes, when your world will end, with you. The world will probably end with you. But back to the reading, you have, bleakness in life, lack of faith, hope and faith. Your relationships will get you through it, and your Three of Pentacles is basically going it alone. That'll be your obstacle. So find some people. So let's see. But in terms of gacha, we have lack of faith in gacha. You have your spark is going to be your asset, and your greatest detriment is soloing raids. Oh, okay. So we have Missy's next because Missy asked first. Then we'll go for Commodore, and then we'll do Nolan. So that's the three we have right there. Reading with the Japanese streamer. Hi, Peter. Welcome. Nice to see all of you. It's very welcome. Very accurate for your Belial attempt. Well, I'm glad. I guess I can do a gacha reading too if somehow that applies. But hey, I mean, I do enjoy my gachas, so can't blame about that. Actually, also, I will quickly repeat what the tarot reading that I'm doing is, because there are a lot of new people who are interested and want to see how it goes. So thank you guys. The quick summary is that my tarot reading is a 3-card spread of up there, where the challenge is an obstacle in your life or obstacle going on for the week, and the minor arcana is your greatest asset in addressing that, and your obstacles are, your obstacles in addressing it. Hey, Akari, nice to meet you. Nice to meet all of you. Welcome. So I'm gonna shuffle the cards, but yeah, hope everyone's going well on this happy little. Well, it's Monday, so I don't know if a Monday's really that happy. Unless you had a 3-day weekend. If you did, share some with us. Like seriously, I need a break. Not really. Like actually, I'm having a lot of fun streaming. I don't really need a break from that. I just feel like I need a break from like the ability to eat. Like if I could go a day without eating and not have a detriment to that, that'd be great, because that'd save me like time of preparing food and I don't know, spending the time to eat it. One of those things is that and sleep. Probably sleep first. If we can get rid of sleep for about a day, I'd happily take a break from that without getting tired. I'm sure everyone would. Lasagna. Man, I miss Garfield. As in, not the cartoon strip. I mean, like, the cat from Stray. I feel bad. I should have gotten a cat in Stardew and named it after Garfield. Hey, Akari, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah. Well, you're post Monday. Tuesday is simply post Monday. 2 a.m. Not enough tired to sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been there a lot of the times. So, I mean, watching a stream could be helpful. Do something relaxing. I don't know if I'm the best stream to watch to help fall asleep though, since I don't know. See my energy right here? I'm not exactly the most relaxing folk. I mean, I'm drinking tea, but I just, with someone if I'm talking this rapid fire, I don't know how anyone can sleep with this. Plus the music choice too. I don't know. Just how it is. Okay, Missy, your cards are shuffled. Let me quickly see what they are. Oh, hey. I'm gonna have to make a disclaimer for that one. Him being a Lovecraftian horror, I love that. I really do love that trend because they have different takes on it. I saw one where it turned John into a biblical figure. I would like to apologize in advance if I spell something wrong. I'm still learning this language. No problem. Honestly, loads of respect for learning English. It's taken from someone who speaks it as a first language. English sucks. It is not a true language. It is a bunch of language sewn up together and put into a trench coat. So if you figure that out, then you're fine. In fact, that sentence right there is actually done very well and it's very grammatically correct. So I wouldn't worry about that. You've been in and out of your sleep and been reading? Oh, okay, fair enough. Sensei, go get some sleep. What time is it for you? Like 9 a.m.? 7 a.m.? I don't know. Unless you just woke up, I don't know. Soothing voice, me? Sorry, press the wrong button. Ignore that. Righto. Let's select the right cards for this one. 9 a.m. Got it. All right. Okay. This card. All right. What is this number? This one. Yes. Okay. And finally, am I shuffling these correctly? Because I feel like all the suit cards have been kind of showing up one by one. Huh. Might have to do a different shuffle after this one. Just to mix it up a little bit. Okay, that one's there. Transition from boss to boss. The boss must have been replaced in those 2 seconds. What kind of ship of Theseus is this? Let me see. Just woke. Fair enough. Doppelbosker. Doppelbosker? Wouldn't you want to say a Bosselganger instead? I feel like that rolls off the tongue better. All right, let's get those meanings out real quick. All right, so simple enough. And this one and this one. All right, so I got the meanings. Now, we'll start off with the first one, Doppelborger. If English was like the Japanese and had hiragana for English-only words, English would mostly be katakana. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Hungarian? I believe it. Probably. Borberganger? What are these words you guys are making up? Jeez. Well, let's start. So, first card for you, Missy, is the Lovers. Now, lovers typically means a romantic relationship, and I will preface this with saying, if you have any relationship troubles, don't rely on the cards. Just try to work it out and discuss it with the person at hand. Like, doesn't matter about what the cards say, just guidance, but you deal with the other person. But anyways, the key cards, keywords of this are love, harmony, relationships, value alignment, and choices. Your reversed is self-harmony, self-love, disharmony, imbalance, misalignment of values. Biggest simp for BF. That's a good way to take it. Okay, so the Lover's Reverse. So this is your challenge. So this will have to be that. The Lover's Reverse is a card of, well, the Lover's card is a pure love and harmony. Reverse, it can signal a time when you're out of sync with those around you, particularly your loved ones. You may find your relationships are strained and communication is challenging. Does it seem as if you're not on the same page and no longer share the same values? If so, come back to the reason you have this person in your life. If you love him or her unconditionally, know this moment shall pass, and the best you can do is bring love and compassion to the situation. It can also reflect that the feelings within a relationship are not mutual. One person may be emotionally involved and the other, and the gap could lead to disappointment. Also speaks to self-love and respect. To what extent do you honor and accept who you are and the value you offer in this world? Be mindful too, if you look at other people and wish you were more like them, and understand that if you can recognize these traits in others, it is because you have them within you. If the Lover's Reverse shows up in a reading, you may face a tough choice with significant consequences. Instead of making a decision based on your values, you feel tempted to cut corners and avoid responsibility for your actions. I forgot, this is also a card of choices, huh? Don't play any, I guess, harem visual novels anytime soon. Anyways, the Lover's Reverse can also suggest inner conflicts and beginning at war with yourself rather than with external forces. It indicates disharmony and a struggle to balance your inner union. And are you punishing yourself for something you have done or consider yourself responsible for? To help you out of this place, you will need to focus on articulating your personal belief systems and values. Yeah, so that's the challenge. These cards are cursed. My friend had one of them, and I tried it, and it came true and happened. Yeah, it seems like I'm getting a lot of that as well. What? Well, hold on. He has a harem? I'm sorry. Wait a minute. What? Oh dear. I don't think these cards can help you there, Han. I don't know if I should continue this one. This is my subclass. Yeah, okay. So I guess to summarize the card, it's basically discord in the relationship, maybe your self-worth and self-values, and potential conflict and wars, and a decision you gotta make. So, and my joke about the harem, so we'll leave it at that. Your second card, let me take a sip of tea, because I'm mumbling. Just so I can keep myself hydrated and energized. But the second card is... I have it backwards. What the heck? Hold on. Yes, I forgot to change those two. 1 second, please. That's my bad. I got this in the wrong order. So ignore that one. That one's incorrect because we call this a skill issue. If you want to really be about that. There we go. Right. So second card, 9 of Wands. The keywords are resilience, courage, persistence, test of faith, and boundaries. Your reversed is inner resources, struggles, overwhelm, and defensive and paranoia. Like a skill, basically. I'm out of MP. Since this is your asset, this has to be positive. The upright means comes as a sign that even in the face of adversity, you stand tall and strong. You may be on the edge of exhaustion, but you're resilient, persistent, and ready to do what it takes to get to the finish line. This card may also come when you feel battered, bruised, having endured significant challenges and struggles along your path. Just when you think you are making progress, you suffer another setback. 9 of Wands asks you to trust that this is merely a test of your grit and resilience. 9 of Wands encourages you to keep pushing. You're close to the finish line. Even if you want to give up, this is your final challenge before your goal. Others may try to oppose your plans, making things difficult for you, or even attack you for what you're putting out into the world. Often they do it because they're jealous of your success or are projecting their own insecurities, and fears on you. Don't let them get to you. On a more positive note, you have people who support you, and the 9 of Wands invites you to find your cheerleaders and personal bodyguards who will protect you from any ongoing challenge and cheer you on from the finish line. Finally, the advice of the 9 of Wands is to establish your boundaries and fiercely protect those lines. MP? So, your asset in this is basically have faith. So your faith, your resilience, and your grit will get you through this. So have faith you can do it, and maybe also reach out to folks that support you to also help you out with that too. So that's your asset in addressing the whole lover's conundrum and beating back the harem, I guess. So find allies and begin to start a war. I guess. Mystic points? Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. Next thing you know, I'm just gonna be throwing cards like I'm fucking Gambit. I don't know. Alright. So we'll move on to your obstacles. Your obstacles are the 4 of Wands, and the keywords are celebration, joy, harmony, relaxing, and homecoming for the upright. The reversed is personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, and transition. So what this is your obstacle, so it has to be negative, as again. So we'll check the reversed. The reverse says, the 4 of Wands reverse can indicate that you are celebrating the achievement of a personal goal. For example, quitting smoking, doing yoga for 30 days in a row. You do not feel compelled to proclaim this achievement to others, instead choosing to create your own special reward for the hard work you put in. It could also mean you have achieved inner harmony and stability. If you've doubted yourself in the past or struggled with self-acceptance or empathy, the appearance of this card is a welcome sign you have found a sense of greater balance within yourself. It also has a shadow side. It may point to a lack of harmony or a breakdown in communication in your family or household. Tensions may be rumbling between family members or loved ones, and you keep finding yourself getting caught up in other people's concerns and relationship problems. This may leave you uncertain about your relationship and what or whom you can and cannot depend on. You may also go through a period of transition in your family and home life and experience some discomfort as a result. Given the upright 4 of Wands reflects stability, the reversal of this card can suggest that you're going through an upheaval during which you have little stability and security. You may experience multiple changes in your life, such as changing jobs, moving houses, or leaving a relationship. While you know this is an important transition, one you need to make, it can be quite unsettling, knocking you out of balance and making you feel uncertain about your future. So to summarize, in aspect with everything else, we have a lover's meaning, relationships, and a disharmony that need a little balance and need addressing, and potentially need to fight back a harem. You have some faith, your own resilience and grit will get you through that, as well as maybe some allies to fight the harem. And the final card is your obstacles would probably just be your either communication or personal uncertainty because you're focusing too much on others. That's what I'm interpreting it as. So, I don't know. I guess the cards are basically saying have some faith. You'll be fine. Just trust in your own resilience and grit, and you'll be able to handle all of it going down the road. But I believe that is Missy's drawing. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope, I don't know, hope it gave you some, visions. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, another person who I hit the mark on. Oh no. Oh no. I have a cursed deck. Oh dear. So, alright. Next one, I believe, Commodore, you're still here. I'm gonna be doing yours. Next. Vague enough, yeah, exactly. Vague enough to hit it on the nail. That's essentially how tarot works. Okay, Commodores, yours is next, and then we'll do Nolan's afterwards. Uh-oh, eyes. Still shocked about yours, Blossom? That's just how it is. I mean, the way I see it, the tarot is best used not really as like a fortune-telling tool. It's just kind of focus. It helps you focus your brain on what you're kind of concerned about, and helps you give more a tangible thing to look at and focus on, rather than just like, oh, these are concerns of mine. It boils it down to words that you can interpret and, you know, take to work. Hey, Chic, thanks for the follow. Oh, that was 9 minutes ago. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I haven't fixed my alerts in my headphones yet, so if I miss yours after a while, that's my bad. But much appreciated anyway, so always appreciate any of the support. But that's, yeah, I'm working on that. But the alert should have popped up, so that's who it is. I'll do better. I'm learning. I'm still learning and doing my best to get better, so that's my reasons. Eyes is just joking around, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. It's a good place here, so if y'all get a fight, take it out back, please. Not on company time. I don't pay you for this. I mean, I don't pay you either ways, but still. And also, we don't provide health insurance either. So if you get injured, go drive yourself to the hospital. Or dental. So if you lose teeth, I don't know. There should be have some half-drink milk back there. You could probably use that. Just try to keep the computer, the keyboards clean, because we still they're on loan. Okay, so shuffling. I believe I shuffled the major arcana, so I will be shuffling the minor arcana. And here we go. Yes, half-drink milk shall heal all. Exactly. Well, actually, I'm saying more in reference, because if I remember, if you have a tooth, if you get like a tooth knocked out, the best way to keep it you know, intact, so you can get it back in your mouth and not lose a tooth, is to soak it in milk. Like, you literally dunk it in milk and you just bring it to the hospital and they can reattach it, no problem. I believe that's what I was told. It's actually true. I don't know why. Maybe it's something from that. Maybe. I don't know if it's a calcium or some compound of it, but hey, that's just how it goes. Okay. Card shuffled, and let's see. We have... Oh, nope. I did not shuffle the major arcana. That's my bad. So let me reshuffle that one. I completely forgot to do that. But hey, I hope you're all enjoying this, because I'm having a lot of fun. Does that actually work? And if so, how much time does it buy you? I actually do, like, it does work. I don't remember the time. I want to say like a couple hours. It's like, it's strangely effective, if I remember, because it's like advice dentists will give you. So it's very strange, and you could probably look it up of what the reasons behind it is, but it's just, yeah. Can't leave it. No, you definitely can't leave it like that for a week. At that point, it's bad, but I think it does buy you time to at least get to the hospital to put it back in, for sure. So, because you only, I believe it's like you only have like a few minutes. Otherwise, I really don't know. I'm not a doctor, nor am I an expert in all this. So don't take my word for it. I advise you do some research just to double check. But I believe from what I've read in the past, it just makes a difference between all of it. Ah, yes, we're getting some repeat cards. Very interesting. Then again, they're in different slots, so we'll see. Okay, so let me pull out the meanings. Actually, no, I gotta change the cards first. And I'm glad you're all having, I'm glad you're having fun, Blossom. I appreciate it. Like, if I'm doing something that people are enjoying, then I think I'm doing a good job. Calcium plus cold, like ice on a cut off finger. Yeah, exactly. And since teeth are mostly like, what, nerve endings and bone, I think. Yeah, I think, because I honestly don't remember. I didn't go to medical school, just saying. So if you take any of my word as advice, I'm not liable for anything. just gonna say it out there. Where is that last one? Here it is. Okay. So, now we get the meanings. And here we go. And we grab this and this one right here. And the last one would be here. So it's trendy. I wanted to make tarot card very trendy. I don't know. Despite the fact I'm making it trendy, I'm using old ass looking artwork. But I like it. I like it. Retro and classical stuff is nice. I always thought it's a great aesthetic. Calling retro an aesthetic just sounds wrong. Anyways, so Commodore, your first major arcana is the Magician. So, you know, Avdol, Magician's Red, that sort of thing. We're going through the whole cast of, actually, I would say the whole cast of Stardust Crusaders, but honestly, it kind of is all the tarot cards, so I can't really make it. I feel like the joke falls flat in that case, but hey. Anyways, moving on. Your obstacles, so the keywords of the Magician are manifestation, resourcefulness, power, inspired action. The reversed is manipulation, poor planning, and untapped talents. So, with this being your challenge, we're going to go to the reverse, because I believe the reverse is the absolute negative. So on one level, the Magician Reverse shows that you're exploring what you wish to manifest, but you're not taking action yet. You are uncertain if you have everything you need and maybe unsure about how to make it happen. If you take care of what you intend to manifest, the universe will work on the how. If you're already acting upon your goal, the Magician Reverse can be a sign that you are struggling to see progress or success. Several factors may be at play. Perhaps you have an idea but don't know what action to take to manifest it. Perhaps you're not clear on your desired outcome, so your efforts may be misdirected and unfocused. At its worst, the Magician Reverse signifies greed, manipulation, and trickery. You may be masterful at manifesting, but if you are out of touch with your higher self, you may only do it for your personal gain and at the expense of others. Sometimes you may fall into this trap unintentionally. In a career reading, the Magician's Reverse shows that you have many skills, talents, and capabilities, but your real potential is not being maximized. You may realize that you have so much more to give, or perhaps you're great at something, but you have not been allowed yourself the opportunity to nurture and explore that skill. So, to interpret this, that means your challenge, I want to say, is not fully utilizing your skills. I'll go with that, because you have a goal that you're working on, but you don't really have the you don't know what to manifest. That's one theme of it. You have the uncertainty of it, as well as just kind of, I guess, misdirected where you're putting your energy. So your challenge here is maximizing your potential. That's what I'm going to call your challenge, because right now you currently aren't. So the challenge will be to fix that. Yeah. So it might just be a matter of directing your energies differently. Let's say that's what the challenge is that you're putting your energy in, but you may not go about it the right way. That's the challenge per se. So we'll look at the assets of what they could be. Now, your second card, we saw this one already. It's the Three of Pentacles. But last time it was in the obstacle slot, I believe, while this time it's in the asset slot. So the keywords are teamwork, collaboration, learning, and implementation. So we'll go straight to, well, that's the upright. The reversed is, as already said, disharmony, misalignment, working alone. So we'll go straight to the upright. Three of Pentacles upright. The stonemasons couldn't build the cathedral without the help of the architects, and they couldn't build it without him. Each person has an important role to play, and when they come together as a team, they can create something much more significant than if it were to undertake the project on their own. Yes, the second major arcana. Okay. The Three of Pentacles represents this value of different ideas and levels of experience in collaboration. The architects respect the specialized knowledge of the stonemason, and the stonemason appreciates the wisdom and experience of the architects. Even though their backgrounds, experience levels, and expertises are very different, they can come together to share their insight in a way that creates synergy and improves the finished product. Three of Pentacles, like the three in the other suits, marks the initial stage of implementation that follow the Ace's idea phase and the planning stage of the two. You know what you want to create, you laid out the plans, gathered your resources, and set to work. You may have already reached your significant milestone. Of course, you're nowhere near the finish line just yet. As you implement your plans, you'll realize that you have the skills, capabilities, and resources you need to accomplish your objectives. See the Three of Pentacles and an encouragement that you are on the right track. You're competent to do what you do, and you're making progresses. Oh, it's going to be hard, never work well with others? Yeah, it's definitely a learned skill. Even I don't think I'm work that well with others. It's just something that you gotta take practice at. I mean, I'm of the mind that if you're not really good at something or you don't have the skill set of something, you can always learn, and you don't necessarily need to be an expert at it to be able to do it. So at the end of the day, it's just doing it, practicing it, and going at it. And this applies to anything, like even talking with others, communicating, socializing, cooking, as some of you already know, or I don't know, keeping to a routine. All of it is just practice and experience. But in this case, an aspect, I guess an interpretation we could take it at is you're having difficulties in maximizing your potential. That's your difficulty and challenge. And your asset would be, I don't know, maybe working with others, getting other people's help and, you know, collaborating with them. And maybe you'll be able to squeeze it out that way instead of just doing it on your own. Because no man is an island. We all need a little bit of support sometimes, and there's no shame in it. Like asking for help and getting assistance from other people, there's absolutely no shame in getting a little bit, because I mean, there is no great accomplishment out there that was just done by one person. And if it was done by one person, it takes at least an army afterwards to make sure that work stays permanent. But yeah, that's my whole spiel. So one of those things, those punishing things you can mess up at. Yeah, understandable. So just take your time, and I don't know. It's the best I can really say, because it's one of those things that, like, if you don't know how to do it, it'll be very difficult to learn, and people may not forgive you for it. But I'm sure that people will find the collaborative later on. So okay, now yes. So that would be your assets here. Now we'll talk about your obstacle. Your obstacle is the Ace of Wands. Now the Ace of Wands, the keywords are inspiration, new opportunities, growth, potential, and the reverse is an emerging idea, lack of direction, distractions, and skills. Delays, not skills. Now, being an obstacle has to be negative, so we'll go straight to the reverse. The Ace of Wands reverse suggests that you can sense an idea emerging from within, but are uncertain from what form it will take or how you will manifest it in the world. You may have energy and passion in spades, but you do not yet have a clear outlook to express them. You may be waiting for something else to happen before you pursue the idea. Reverse Ace of Wands can suggest that you're finding it difficult to define your purpose in life and what you want to create. Lack of direction may sap your energy levels and leave you unmotivated and uninspired. It may also be a sign that frustrating delays are impeding the progress of your projects and ideas. You're likely to feel very impatient, especially if you are action-oriented and have only just started to gain momentum in your activities. Key message here is not now, but maybe later. Timing is essential for success, so be patient and wait for the best opportunity to move ahead. So your obstacle would probably be timing? No, I don't think that sounds right. I want to say timing and lack of focus. So it could be that you have a very good idea, but you just don't really have a specific direction to drive everything straight through. So you might be meandering and not be able to focus on all those things. So that is my interpretation of the obstacle there. It's just timing and a lack of direction to be able to focus on what's going through. So from the beginning, maximizing your potential and your skills is your challenge. Your greatest asset could just very much be working with others and following through, I guess. More than likely, it's like it wouldn't be hard to rely on people for that, and your greatest obstacle could just be a lack of direction. So maybe it could just be as easy as, I don't know, maybe you just need a little bit of direction so you can ask someone else to get some advice about where to go with that. At least that's, you know, an interpretation. Up to you how to take it, up to you how to think about it, and of course, if it's also wrong, it could very much just be wrong. So that's Commodores. Next, I will do Nolan's. Nolan, are you there? Because I think you're up right now. And where is the? There it is. Is Nolan here? Because if not, I will do anyone else that's interested. Because I don't know, I feel kind of bad if doing a tarot reading for someone who's not there at the moment. But I'm happy to hold on to it for a little bit. Banana. Yes. I mean, yeah. Okay. So let me do the shuffling then. Great. So, and honestly, Commodore, I wish I could I'd have some good advice for you, but I'm sorry, I don't. So. My condolences, best I can tell you. But You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Best I can tell you is life works in weird ways. So you never know. Things may turn around. Like, for example, everyone likes Netflix a ton. I mean, Netflix used to be the darling that everyone did for streaming, but beforehand, everyone used to go to Blockbuster, and people thought Netflix was stupid. And then suddenly, Blockbuster is out of bankrupt, and now we have Netflix. And nowadays, Netflix is crap because of all the decisions they're making, and they have to compete with all these other streaming services. And now people are going back to the age-old, methods. So life works differently. Yeah, honestly, I might miss Blockbuster too. There were certain moments about that were different. Going in and grabbing, renting a movie, potentially grabbing, some movie snacks, and then, honestly, I remember renting, games. I think I rented Mario Kart 64 from there once. That was fun. You can't really... There's something different about physically renting a copy of your games compared to nowadays where... Can you really rent a digital game? I think probably. There is a service. I just don't remember what it is. So, anyways, I'm shuffling. But any other takers? Because I have a free slot. Xbox Game Pass and start. Okay. Fair enough. Well, I guess renting's a whole different thing now. It's no longer renting. It's just kind of hey, you have access to these things temporarily. Or is that just turning games as a product into games as a service? It's a weird hybrid. I don't know. That's a whole bunch of business jargon. I don't know if any of you guys are interested in that, so ignore that. But in terms of tarot reading, is anyone still up for it? We have, after Nolan, we got no more slots. You want one for your dog eyes? I mean, okay, I'm up to try. Tarot reading for a dog? Yeah, I'll do it just because I've never heard of that, and that just seems interesting. So I'll give it a shot. A tarot reading for a dog. Oh no, that sounded weird. And honestly, I feel like I have some business knowledge, but it's nothing incredible. It's just brains full of useless crap up there, and some of the business stuff I learned, not really stuff I can use, or if I could use it, I didn't use it effectively. But let's see. Okay. Huh, again, some more repeats. Funny enough, seems like there's a consistent theme of this, but let me get the meanings, and let me get everything loaded up. So, properties, browse, nope, too far. Here we go. That one's fine. Okie dokie. This one is here. Perfect. And Page of Swords. And also, not gonna lie, I kind of do like doing just chatting streams a little bit. Just talking, shooting the crap, doing something fun. Because, I don't know, for playing the game full screen is a bit, I don't know. Because if you click out, you kind of mess a bunch of things up. Also, hey, Chamis, how's it going? Wait, no. It's not Chamis, is it? Kemet? How do you want me to pronounce your name? Because I feel like it's like I've butchered it at least 6 different ways already. Yeah. I mean, technically, this meeting is me working. So take that as you will. Oh, but fun, maybe not fun fact, but valuable lesson that I've learned that all of you might benefit from this. When working, okay, you need to rest. Like, resting sometimes is very important. You've probably seen me, like, I've probably talked about it a lot, but the key mindset here is that resting properly is also working. So if you're given a break and time to take it, you absolutely take it, because it's basically, for whatever responsibilities, it's your responsibility to be able to do the job, and resting is also the responsibility for that. So in a weird backwards way, resting and even this way, properly slacking off is proper work. So keep that in mind. Very important, very important. So just make sure to not burn yourself out, because take it from someone who has done that multiple times. Don't do that. It's difficult. So just properly take a rest. If you need a nap, go take a nap. Of course, if you're caught sleeping on the job, that's a whole different problem. But talk with the individuals that might be able to help you with that. So, but yeah, proper rest is part of the job. Now, the cards, let's start from the beginning. So this is Nolan, your cards, starting off with Judgment. So Judgment is your challenge. Genuinely don't know what burnout is. So I can get a description. Yeah, okay. I can pause for a moment to describe burnout real quick. Burnout's kind of a very recent concept, and I think actually the World Health Organization classified it. It's a psychological point where you're unable to generate as much will or energy to do something. So you either work really hard and push yourself to the point where suddenly you can't do it anymore. Very poor explanation of it, but it's just a feeling of, burning yourself through and burning all your energy to the point where you're exhausted. So, and it's one of those things that it happens when you just go working or do anything too long, too hard, until you just don't enjoy it anymore. It doesn't matter what it is, and it just makes you miserable. In theory, before, a vacation was the cure for it, but really that just helped mitigate it. And honestly, that's a preventative action rather than a cure for burnout, because it could lead to a lot of different things. But you know what? Let me read out a proper definition just to do it, justice. Because if I give out a crappy explanation for this, I'm gonna be very, very unhappy with myself if someone misinterprets it and either misclassifies burnout for themselves or someone else. So, to quote on WebMD, which is a good baseline understanding, burnout is a form of exhaustion caused by constantly feeling swamped, a result of excessive and prolonged emotional, physical, and mental stress. So it happens when you're overwhelmed, emotionally drained, and unable to keep up with life's incessant demands. So it's exhaustion. It's almost like an emotional emotional mental exhaustion that bleeds into a physical unwellness. Like if you're stressed, you actually do get like knots and everything. There are whole different things about mental and physical and all that blend. But again, I'll repeat, I'm not a doctor, but this is stuff that'll get you there. So it reduces your energy, keeps you feels hopeless, cynical, resentful, keeps you from being productive, and it can hurt any part of your life, whether it be your social life, your work life, or even your hobbies. So, and actually, I just learned this: long-term burnout can make you more vulnerable to colds and flu. So, yeah, it's one of those things that make sure to take care of your stress and any sort of distress you're that you're experiencing, because if you don't, you'll get hit burnout very quickly. So it's good so managing that is a way to address burnout. It's a whole different thing, and I'm still trying to figure out a great way to be able to help others with it, because I don't know even I don't know how the best to do it. So I'm learning too, but keep that in mind. If you're not feeling good and you're working too hard, make sure to take breaks. That's one thing I do know. But we'll go back to the reading. So back to Nolan. Sorry about the delay. Back to Judgment. Your cards keywords are Judgment, Rebirth, Inner Calling, and Absolution for the upright. The reverse is self-doubt, inner critic, and ignoring the call. So this being the challenge, it has to be negative. So we're going straight to the reversed. Reverse being, the Judgment reverse calls for a period of reflection and self-evaluation. Through meditation or a quiet contemplation, you may arrive at a deep understanding of the universal themes weaving throughout your life and what you can do to change to avoid these situations. Judgment reverse often appears when the universe is trying to send you a message and invite you to something bigger. Sometimes Judgment reverse indicates your inner critic is coming through loud and clear. You may doubt yourself or tell yourself negative messages. This is impeding yourself and you being able to fulfill your highest potential and be your best self. To overcome your inner critic, see it as a separate part of yourself. Give it a name, hear it out, and acknowledge its fear and other assurances, and that everything will just be fine. With focused discipline, you can break the cycle of self-criticism and replace it with more positive messages when it's possible. So I'm going to interpret this as just being too hard on yourself, self-criticism, and I guess being your own critic too much, because the other ones are a bit more broad, per se. Hey, Froggy, welcome. What's my favorite number? Oh, anime. Why did I read that as number? Favorite anime is Real Life. Real Life. I'm going to classify it as Real Life. Absolutely my favorite anime of all time. Honestly, it's hard to pick, but that's just kind of one that resonates with me a lot. The themes and the characters. Yeah, absolutely. One of the best. But I do like a lot of them, so, I mean, like, trying to think of an example. What else? Like, I watched some of One Piece. Pokemon's technically an anime. I've not watched any of the modern ones, but I read mostly manga. But I am interested. So, hard to say. But I'll stick with real life. Real life's gonna be my answer. But yeah, back to the meaning. Judgment is just, I'm gonna take it as self-criticism and self-doubt. Being your own critic and being too hard on yourself. That's your challenge. 9 of Wands. This is your asset. Your asset, the keywords of the 9 of Wands that came up is, in fact, same as before. I don't need to reread this. Is that your asset is have faith in yourself, have faith and resilience, and maybe rely on other people to kind of help you with that. So to deal with your inner criticism, your best advice is to have faith, trust yourself that you know what you're doing and what you're doing is good, or find some support from other people to help you remind that. So that's your greatest asset in addressing that self-doubt. Now, your obstacle is the Page of... Oh, wait, hold on. Forgot to show the card off. Kind of important for a tarot reading. Yeah, so that's the 9 of Wands. Now, your obstacle is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is... Keywords are, for upright are new ideas, curiosity, thirst of knowledge, and new ways of communicating. Reversed is self-expression, all talk, no action, haphazard action, and haste. Now, Page of Swords reversed can appear in a tarot reading when you are holding back from expressing your truth, especially in a public forum. You prefer to express your thoughts and opinions privately or anonymously. Perhaps you like to keep a private journal, or you're writing a book just for yourself and nobody else. At times, a reverse Page of Swords can mean that you're all talk and no action. Be careful about making promises you know you cannot keep, or saying things you'll later regret. Before making specific promises or commitments, make sure that you can and will deliver it on principle and to preserve your integrity and reputation. Reverse, the Page of Swords can also suggest that you're acting hastily without thinking things through. You have a lot of energy behind you, but you're not using it effectively. As the page likes to ask a lot of questions, the reversal of the card can be a sign that you are annoying others by your constant questioning and challenging of ideas. Oh boy, that's an interesting one. So, from the themes we have too negative and self-critical of yourself, have faith in yourself, and maybe ask people you trust to help you understand that, or understand, I guess, your worth. And your obstacle in this could just be, I'm gonna say holding back. Because I don't know, being too self-critical. Well, I mean, it could be interpreted in multiple ways. So it could be that you're holding yourself back. It could be in the sense of you're overcommitting yourself, so you make a lot of mistakes because of it, and that leads you to be a little more critical about your abilities, when really you could just be taking. If you would do better taking one thing at a time. That's a way to interpret it. It could also just be, I don't know, rushing things through a little too much, and you're beating yourself up over making silly mistakes. And it could just be not understanding things that quickly, because asking a lot of questions and might be misinterpreted as dumb. Or people might be acting that way, when really at the end of the day, you might just be trying to understand it a little better, but the wording may be poor. So that's the interpretation I got from this tarot reading. But yeah. So that should be Nolan's reading. So hope you enjoyed it. I hope that actually hit the mark. If not, well, I still hope you had fun listening to it at least. Now, was there anyone else that wanted one that I completely missed? I don't think I did. I looked at the chat. That should be everyone. Is anyone else interested? Because I do. I say I got room for one more, because that would get us to 2 hours. 2 hours of tarot reading, good chatting, talking. If not, we could just sit here and chat for 20 minutes. I don't mind that either. I'll change the music though, because I don't know. This song's kind of getting to me just a little bit. Also, I just realized this entire time I never turned on my equalizer. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. How's this? Yeah, there we go. Yep. Okay. Yep. I did not have my equalizer that whole time. I don't know if this actually helps, but hey. Is this spooky? Because another group, they think I'm an idiot and been beating yourself up. Ooh. Yeah. Seems like another person's gonna hit it. But yeah, honestly, if that being the case, just talk with people who are supportive and to kind of get you, or know you well enough to give you a better insight. And if not, it just could just mean your learning skill. I mean, I personally don't like calling people dumb. Okay, correction. I'm quick to call people dumb, but I don't think that's not something that's incurable. At the end of the day, not understanding something and not having knowledge of something is simply just, well, you haven't learned it yet, and you can't really punish someone for learning that. And if it takes some time to learn it, hey, that's also not a problem either. It's just kind of how it goes. So if you gotta take your time, that's all it is. The Arcana is means by all which is revealed. Exactly. I am thou, thou art you. Oh, wait, no, hold on. How's the phrase go? Hold on. I have to look up the whole speech now because I'm gonna bother with it. I art thou, thou art I. I am thou, thou art I. From the sea of thy soul I come, or ware wa nanji. Nanji wa ware. Ware wa nanji no kokoro no umi yori izuru mono. I butchered that. Yay. I'm sorry. I'd do better. But yeah, if it's just a matter of, honestly, fine. If that being the case, just, I don't know, reach out to people who might know you better, and then go from there. Now, also, hey, Raid, how's it going? I didn't actually say hi. I just kind of read your text and moved on. That's my bad. So, yeah, I'm gonna put my cards away for now, just because I think the cards are worn out. I'm reading the website a lot, so we'll take a break from that. If anyone's interested, we'll pick it up next time. For now, let's hang around, talk a little bit, do other things. And yeah, okay, posture deck. Thank you. I'll put my cards away later, because actually, funny enough, I have this whole desk and everything, but I have these shelves on both sides of the desk that carries a bunch of stuff, and these cards are on one of the shelves on like underneath the lucky shrine and everything. So, yeah, okay, maybe not everybody learns, but rather than not learns, I like to look at it as, all right, your learning speed is just a bit slow. And if someone's a hopeless cause, I look at it as, okay, your learning speed is longer than your lifespan, but hey, you're still trying anyways. I'm trying to be positive here. Positivity. So, yeah, and I think that's the key thing, is some people choose not to. Like, I never want to kind of, if someone's trying to learn something, it's only fair that you try to give them the due, respect for that. If they don't even try at all, that's a different problem. But if they're trying, then that's already a lot of credit to give. Yeah, man, that's all philosophical and everything. I didn't mean to get so serious, but hey, I mean, that's just me. I like being dumb, and some days I like actually, talk about more, not really serious topics, but I guess more deep. 'Cause I don't know. I feel like everyone has a penchant for it, and everyone could benefit from it. Deep dive into your own being and your own life, and then you can kind of get some insight in how you want to behave and have a more clear path to grow. I don't know, a bunch of words, who knows? But yeah, that's just life. So Roland, I would like to learn about your goals a bit. How would you like to grow this company? Well, first we're targeting the old people. We're gonna call them and tell them that their extended warranty is missing, and that's the first how we're getting our income. And after that, we're gonna go on marketing scheme. We're gonna try to sell people these nice images and say they get to own them, when in essence we're really just giving them a receipt they can stick in the back of a closet. Not beat up the old people. We're just scamming them. Violence would get us in trouble. If we scammed them, it's slightly less legal. I mean, more legal. Wait. Also, don't do anything I'm saying. Like, all of these things I don't support from a business aspect. There are smarter ways to run business. Just remember, I'm not one of them. And if you ever somehow find people underemployed, pay them fairly. Don't let me do what I'm doing, okay? Otherwise, in terms of, I don't know, it's just like, in terms of both like growing the company and just me and myself, it's just kind of winging it. Go at it, my own pace, figure out, follow any ideas I've kind of had and see how it goes, so. Several things can be written down from this interview. Do you mean like in a good way or a bad way? Because it could go either way, and knowing me, I'm gonna get in trouble for whatever I say. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, not good. But yeah. Yes. Oh no. But hey, if someone has something good to take away from this, then that's also good for me too. Like, I don't know. For me, if I can stream, I talk with people, have some fun with that, and if people can leave feeling either happy or they have something valuable to take out of it, you know, either a life lesson or maybe not that deep, but they learn something about themselves or they have some sort of idea that they can kind of deal with their week better, or deal with their life better, hey, then I've done a good job. I mean, I can't really fix it, but you have to do that on your own. Your life is your own life, both for better or for worse, so take advantage of that. Learn your own lessons, do everything, and you'll be fine. But, so it's not really I can't really take responsibility for that, but I can at least provide some sort of insight that'll allow you to go for there. You know, it's kind of like a preview screen for whatever stage. I don't know. I was thinking more like in a game, if you have like a guide, not really a guidebook, but it's like, here's a hint right there, or like a, I don't know, a white soapstone message. Deeper emotional thought, but coming here makes me feel a little more wholesome than normal. Why? Why wholesome though? I don't think I'm anything but wholesome. I'm just me. I mean, I think I just said like something along the lines of you're like how to call someone a hopeless case, but more kindly. Like, I don't think that's wholesome at all. In fact, I was insulting like bad drivers this morning too. I'm just me. Like, I don't strive to be anything else but me. I don't know. Well, if you say so, I'll take your word for it. But at the end of the day, for me, I just try to be me. That's all. Just be the most Roland that Roland can be. There's no other Roland that Roland can be. I feel like that's a Dr. Seuss rhyme that I ripped off, but I don't remember. Uh-oh. Oh no, the Seuss Master himself is gonna take... The Seuss Master? Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, I don't think about what I say sometimes. If Dr. Seuss had a rapper name, what do you think his name would be? I was thinking Seuss Meister 5000, but that feels like it's a little too 90s. Seuss Dog? Rap Rollin'? Nah, I kind of have an interest in it, but I don't got a flow. It's all out of whack. Seuss Master, he Seusses all this for the Seusses? Yeah. Oh no, you can change it to the Sus Master so quickly. No. Oh, that's bad. Oh no, not in this economy. We can't make sus jokes here. It's funny. I find the joke dumb, but I find it funny because it's dumb, but I also have never played Among Us. So, take that as you will. Oh no. Sometimes I just like taking jokes off the internet. It's either one of two things. One, to feel included, or two, because I find them funny out of context. But isn't that most memes? Nah. It's funny. Like, one of those things about memes that I just don't, that you kind of, there is, I don't know, trying to analyze memes feels dumb. Analyzing memes feels dumb. Like, to get an understanding of why a meme is funny and the history of it, sure. Understanding the concept in general, kinda silly. Like, behold, it's a funny image. But then, it's very much like a feeling of what makes a meme. Because if you try to, you know, corporatize and create a meme, you ruin it. Like, does anyone remember the, what was it? The reaction face commercial for McDonald's? Where it's like, they did a bunch of it was either demotivational or like reaction memes where they put it on a commercial and just chained them all together, and they weren't memes. Yeah, there's a commercial that McDonald's did to try to capitalize on memes. Like, they had just a bunch of people trying to perform live memes in the commercial, and it doesn't work. Like, there's a life cycle to a meme, and when a meme goes full mainstream like that to the point where it's corporatized, it's dead. It's been long dead, and at that point, they're puppeting a corpse. It's not. You don't corporatize memes. In fact, not originality, the organicness of a meme is what makes a meme. It kind of has to happen and organically spread. Yeah. Memes about silencing companies? Well, silence brand. I feel like I need to make a meme of myself saying that. It just feels right. But at the same time, I have a company. Maybe not. I mean, there's also that whole stuff about I mean, like Wendy's was a meme for a while because Wendy's was clapping back violently. So there's another one. I don't know, man. Memes are memes. They're the lifeblood of society. Was it lifeblood of the soul or lifeblood of society? What the hell did Monsoon say? I'm gonna have to double check that. Monsoon, what's your quote? It's relatively related. If you've never played Metal Gear Revengeance, I highly recommend it. So, how to demoralize other companies just become a meme? I don't know. In a weird way, that's also flipping it as marketing. Like, what is it? The old adage that any marketing is bad. No, all marketing is good marketing. So, like, bad marketing can actually also work in your advantage. Yeah, that weird stuff. If you want to make me into a meme, sure, I don't mind. Like, you're free to do what you want. It's not like it's not my business to kind of tell you what to do and what not to do, both for liability's sake and anything else. So do what you want to do, so long as you're not hurting yourself or other people. That's really all that I care about. Here is the meme speech of Monsoon. War is a cruel parent, but an effective teacher. It's a final lesson. It's carved deep in my psyche. That this world and all its people are diseased. Free will is a myth. Religion is a joke. We are all pawns, controlled by something greater. Memes, the DNA of the soul. No, the delivery is not the same thing. The delivery in the game is just so much better. I can't do that. I can do the Armstrong speech. That one's also funny. And this game, when did this game come out? Revengeance came out in like 2004? 2013, never mind. So that came out like 9 years ago. So this game was like over almost a decade old, and it's pretty on top of things. So yeah, one of my favorite games, but I played through it recently, and I don't know. So this is just a me thing, but I feel like playing games on stream, if you've played through them already, unless it has replay value, I don't know if it's as enjoyable as someone kind of trying something for the first time and seeing their first reaction. At least for me, I always liked playing a game. When I watch a stream, I like seeing someone's, first reaction on a game, and it's more fun, especially when, watching it when I played the game prior myself. Not that I want to backseat. It's mostly like, oh, that's my favorite moment. I want to see how my favorite streamer reacts to it. That's how I see it, how I like it, which is why whenever I play a game on stream, it has some aspect of newness to it, so that surprises me, and it's, something to be recorded. Like Stardew, I've played Stardew quite a few times, but the expanded mod makes it fresh. The games I picked are stuff that I've never done before. Apex counts because you play, or any sort of like multiplayer game, because there is new variability that you can't predict from the gameplay itself. Overanalyze it, but that's just how I see it. So unless there's like a huge desire for me to replay a game, then maybe, but otherwise I'm probably gonna try playing like new games I've never played. That's my whole goal for one streaming game. Anyways, so, wait, Eyes, are you making the meme right now? Where are you gonna post it? Honestly, if you post it in, I don't know, well, since I don't have my Discord up and ready, I'm working on it. It'll be up and eventually. I have my reasons for it. But if you want to post the meme somewhere, go post it in Sensei's Discord or yeah, that also works. You can post it in Sensei's too, because I'm sure everyone will kind of grab it. But yeah, so, but thank you, much appreciated, honestly. Yeah, exactly. I hang out there a lot too, so. But again, much appreciated. Always appreciate if someone wants to do something for me. It doesn't mean if it's beneficial, I should say. So I appreciate it. Alrighty, but that being said, it is now almost 9, and I think I'm going to call it. We went for 2 hours, chatted about quite a few things, and had an enjoyable time, and yeah. Did a lot of fun stuff. So, glad to see all of you. Hope you had fun enjoying the Terror streams. If y'all want me to do it again, I don't know. Mention it on Twitter. Who knows? Twitter's over there somewhere. But if you like it, just let me know. I'd be happy to do it again and just do it a regular thing to see if people want to do it. In fact, I have fun. I'm going to see if I could do it regularly if people like it. And we'll go from there. But for now, let's find someone to raid. Who here is online for raiding? We have Frederica, Otis, and Miki. Why don't we raid Otis? Otis is playing Monster Hunter Rise, which is a game I'm going to be playing later on. And he's a good friend of mine, so wouldn't hurt. So let me just make sure to write everything down so I don't forget. So yeah, we will raid him for that. So once again, nice seeing all of you, and if y'all are interested, I will see you guys in the morning. But for now, I hope y'all had a good Monday, and I hope the rest of your week goes well. So, bye-bye. See ya.